okay?
Hey y'all, I'm Robin.
And I'm Olivia. And welcome to GCLive.
Our second school picture day will be held Tuesday, October 31st during first block only. All teachers must take a picture. Packages can still be purchased and order forms are in the front office. See Ms. O'Neill for details.
Our annual pumpkin patch will be this week. It is open to the public and to people of all ages. It is $5 per person, and kids under 3 will get in for free. Teachers, please remember to park in the parking lot closest to the football stadium while the pumpkin patch is going on.
The Band Fall Festival will be tonight and tomorrow night at the fairgrounds from 5 to 10. Admission to the haunted house will be $5. Come out and support your school band.
Attention freshmen, there is a very important meeting on November 7th for all parents. It will be in the cafeteria and will start at 6 p.m.
Attention to all students. If you have any photos that you'd like to share and maybe see in the yearbook later on, you can go to www.hjeshare.com and upload them to the school site. Our school code is Rebels 2017. If you have any questions, see Ms. O'Neill in room 4 or any journalism student.
So Robin, what do you know about horticulture?
I don't know that much, but I like to learn.
Well, I caught up with Mr. McMullen to tell us all about it.
A lot of very good life skills is what we try to push back here. The things you need for any kind of job. What a lot of people don't understand about our classes back here is we also send a lot of students to college on scholarships that they earn in our department. We have very good counselors who help them get those scholarships. But even if they don't, our motto is supposed to be college or career ready. So if they choose not to go to college, we're teaching them the skills that they'll need to perform on any job. Just basic stuff, interview skills, resume skills, getting to work on time, doing a good job, earning the paycheck that you get, not just being there. So if they're in one of our classes, when they come out, they should have the skills necessary to either continue their education or to go to work. Self-motivated. I get a lot of kids that start out in first year who've never worked a day in their life. Their mother has not even made them make up their bed or sweep the floor. So we have to teach them how to work. And usually by the time they spent 2 years in here, when they get out, they've learned those skills that they need to do a good job in whatever they choose to do. Very few of my students end up in the horticulture industry, but it's not a waste of their time because they learn those skills they can use in any field. Oh boy. We have the usual. We have a couple of newbies, but Mr. Holland and I will be driving the hayride through the nature trail. We're having so many in such a short period of time this year, we had to add an extra wagon. So then Mr. Glass's class is going to be doing some games. Ms. Strahan has the Rebel store. Ms. Weiss does face painting and help, show them how to wash their hands and stuff when they're preparing to eat. Ms. Demko has a little outdoor classroom out there for Teacher Academy. Every class has something to do. Welding is doing the zip line, which is always very popular. Ms. Tripkowski has the obstacle course and the sack races and stuff. So we've never had kids come and be bored. There will be plenty to do. We move them from station to station. They get a pumpkin. My class also does plant a pumpkin, where they get a little cup and they put a pumpkin seed in it. They get to take that and their pumpkin home with them. So they usually leave happy.
I like this class because this is what I'm going to do in my future, and also because we do book work, and then once we get done with the book work, we come outside and do the hands-on stuff that he shows us in the book. It makes it different because Mr. Matt gives like a different, he's one of the best teachers that I have. He teaches science also, which I struggled in, and that could help me in like biology or chemistry stuff that I'm learning right now.
Wow, I never realized how awesome horticulture was.
And now, let's pass it to Paige for Rebel Rundown.
Hi, I'm Paige, and welcome back to Rebel Rundown. The boys had a successful season last year. They made it to the South State Championships. We caught up with boys coach Tyler Williams, and let's hear from him now.
I think this year we're excited to go into a new district because we'll get to play new teams, so it'll break up the monotony of having to play the same people every year. We're not as excited about the amount of travel we'll have to do, but I think we'll be okay. Everyone has a good mindset about it, a good mentality. We've worked a lot this year on team chemistry, making sure everyone can think and react the same way. So we feel pretty good going into this district. Starters, right now we've got a strong senior group coming in. My two captains are Johnny Lorenzo and River Johnson. Johnny's a goalkeeper and River plays defensive mid. Outside of that, we have a few younger guys who are stepping up. We have a freshman going with us into varsity now. We're playing with 3 sophomores. We've got both of our juniors in our varsity lineup. And then the seniors are pretty much keeping everything together. Yeah, we're going with we've had a team mentality this year of the motto to embrace the suck. So we want to do things that are hard, do things that are difficult. So we've been doing morning workouts the last 3 weeks, getting here at 5:30, starting at 5:45. In the weight room, we're using a lot of sleds and battle ropes, pushing ourselves to the limit to where when we play in a game, everything should feel easy because we've already struggled enough. We're excited this year because we have 9 home games. Last year we only had 4, so it should be a good opportunity for a lot of people to come out and support the team.
All right, thank you. Thanks, Coach Williams. Now let's move on to the girls with Coach Dean.
There's no sport where you don't improve by being, bigger, faster, stronger. It's definitely been a point of emphasis for us. The other aspect of it, and probably one that's overlooked a lot of times, is that plays a huge role in the prevention of injuries. If not only if your muscles and ligaments around joints are stronger, it'll prevent injuries, but a stronger muscle is usually a faster muscle. We also emphasize endurance. So where most injuries come from is through an accumulation of fatigue. As you fatigue, your muscles don't respond to impulses from your central nervous system as quickly. And most things like rolled ankles come because your mind's telling you to step in a particular direction in a hurry, but if your muscles are fatigued, they don't respond as quickly to that impulse, to that command. And so usually that's when people get hurt. So the workouts have been important for us, not only to prepare us for the season, not only to make us better athletes, but to also keep us healthy. A big team going into the district will be Oak Grove. That's, they won that district last year, beat a very good Brandon team 2 times. So Brandon moved out, we took their spot. That's going to be a difficult team to beat. Yeah, definitely our fitness, our athleticism. One of the things I've probably been most impressed with this bunch is how well they get along with each other. By and large, they seem to enjoy each other's company. Now that they just may be fronting, that may just be for show for me. But by and large, I think there's a togetherness amongst this group that'll help them through the course of the season.
All right, well, thank you.
So, very much.
Thanks, Coach Dean. The Rebels started playing last Saturday in Gulfport. If you don't get to make any of the away games, their first home game is November 14th against East Central. Basketball's first game is away at Mary Montgomery, November 7th. Also, football's last game is in Meridian, November 2nd. Now, let's bounce back to our anchors, Olivia and Robin.
Thanks, Paige, for this week's Rebel Rundown.
Before we go, shout out to Chloe Bell for having amazing school spirit and Daniel Stringfellow for keeping the beat.
Well, that's all, folks.
See you next week on GCLive.
Okay.